YouTube, Sweetknives here. Check it out. We got an awesome knife here. For all of you eagle-eyed people out there, this was a knife that about 3 months ago I gave away. And unfortunately, the person that won it never claimed it. All they had to do is send me an email, and they never did that. So now that it's been about several months, I thought, let's give it away again. And we're going to do that. So this is actually the giveaway video, and I'm going to actually sweeten it up. This is the package it came in right here. As you can see, proudly made in the USA. This is the Buck 285 Bantam. And since I just got this Pro PA, the Precision Adjust Professional Edition, I am going to sharpen this knife on that. Now this knife is pretty sharp. It actually comes from Buck Knives. I did a full, you can check out the full review here. And if you want to see the first knife video that I did on this unit compared to the old one, you can also check that out up there. And you'll want to do that. So this one, I'm just going to sharpen. I'm going to show you how I use the new system and sharpen. And I'm actually going to take it a little bit to the next level. So all you got to do, so for all you folks coming here for the giveaway, all you got to do to be entered into this giveaway is leave a comment on this video. Make sure you're subscribed. You got to be subscribed. You got to like the video, and then you have to leave a comment. And if you do those 3 things, you'll automatically be entered. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to send out the winner video. I'll do a video a Tuesday night, probably around 9 or 10 at night, and I will post who the winner is. So you got from Sunday to Tuesday to leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe, and this knife could be yours. And just so you know, last time there really wasn't even that many people. I think less than 100 people commented. Might have been less than 50. So you have a really good shot of winning this knife. You can't go wrong. And this is a great knife. This is a really, really great knife. And so let's do this. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. So I've come up with a few ideas with these systems to make them a little bit better. We're going to go over a lot of that stuff, but I want to show you what I'm going to do. So I got these plates like this. I actually made these out of steel, and this is what I use for my lapping film. So what we're going to do is after we get done with the base stones, we're then going to use 30 micron, and then we're going to go to 12 micron, and then we're going to go to 9 micron, and then we're going to go to 6 micron, that's diamonds, and then we're going to go to 3 micron, and then the final 2 that'll put the ultra mirror polish are 1 micron, and then we got 0.5 micron. And I should mention, we're gonna probably start out, I'll probably start out with this one. This is, I don't know if you can see that, but that's 320. After 320, I'm gonna go to 400. After 400, I'm gonna go to 600. After that, I'm gonna go to 800. And then I'll probably, don't need to do this, but I'm probably going to touch it on the ceramic. So I'll start with these ones. After I get done, then I'm going to go through these ones. That, you, my friends, will put the most mirror edge on this knife that you can possibly get. So whoever does win this one, you guys are pretty lucky, because you're going to get the sharpest knife, that you can get. And Buck puts them pretty sharp to begin with. So I almost feel a little bit bad going through this whole process, but you know what? Some things you got to do what you got to do. So let me set that stuff over there. So just to begin, we got to get a baseline of where we're at. So I'm going to set that over there. I got a lot of stuff on the table. This is my little tester here. This is the Best PT50A. It does a pretty good job. You don't need this, but for all those folks out there that want to really get an idea of how, how sharp is your knife, this works pretty good. So we'll tear it out. I'm going to just do this test. And I should mention, what I'm going for, a brand new knife from the factory usually measures at about anywhere from 200 to 400 on this system, a brand new knife. Now what we go for is under 100, and then you know, if you're really good, you can get it to under 50, you know, and that is what they call basically a double-edged razor sharpness, you know, which is really, really, I mean, literally tree trimming type sharpness. So let's see, I'm predicting, I have not tested this knife, I'm predicting it'll be around 200. So we'll see. Here we go. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. 170. Okay, well, you know what? That's a very sharp knife, guys. I mean, Buck, I truly believe Buck makes some of the very best knives, and I think they sharpen them phenomenally well. If you took this test, I've tested probably 1,000 knives on this system. Most factory knives don't come in that sharp. So on the scale, this is phenomenal. Definitely a really good. That's a really, really good number to have on the system. I'm just looking here. I don't got my little paper, but anyway. Okay, so we're gonna try to get to under. Well, we're gonna try to get to under 100 on that thing later on. I think we can do it. What do you guys think? So here, we're gonna just, I'm not gonna cut out any parts or anything like that. I'm gonna literally, and by the way, this was a special Bantam for all you folks out there that wanna know the history on this. I was in Walmart probably 10 years ago, and I saw this at Walmart and I bought it. And I've seen a lot of these knives. They make them in lots of different camo colors. They got pink, they got regular camo, they got orange camo. They got a lot of different styles. They've even outsourced this one to make it in China, but this one's actually made in the USA, as you can see. So if I haven't seen one like this, probably a high likelihood a lot of you folks out there haven't seen one like this either, just because I'm constantly looking at knives. Enough of this chat. Let's show you how this puppy works. See how I did that? You just press that thing down and this pops up. The way I usually do this, it's got this little mark here. I usually flip it around like this, and then I take the knife and I squeeze these things. So this is really easy to do. And you can see, just like so. And hopefully that thumb stud's not going to be in the way. If it is, I'll have to take it off, but we'll see about that. So you line it up and then you just twist this piece just like that. And you can get a lot, you can want to make that pretty tight, you know, about like that. And now when you flip it, this will all work correctly. So you just put this back in. It's real easy to do. You just line it up, push it in, and now you see when you do that, it's going to be perfect on each side. You can also flip this thing back like that, but just by pushing this, there's a little button on the top. You just push that and it lifts it up. And you can set this in its holder. So when you do the flipping, you can do that. Okay. Now, let's see, what was I going to do? There was one other thing I was going to do. Shoot, I should have done this earlier. Well, I actually measured the angle already. I used my goniometer here, and I got the angle. So I know that the angle that is roughly on there is about 21. I was going to show you guys that, but now that I already put it in the jig, can't really do that. But let's do this. So I'm going to put 800 on here, and I'm going to show you one of the cool tools that they give you. So one of the tools that they give you is this little thing, and that's an angle gauge. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it out on my table. You got to make sure you get a flat table. My table's a little wonky here, but let's try this. I'm going to turn it on, zero it out, and now I'm going to put it on the thing. And what we want to do is we want to move this up to about 20. Let's see if I can get it to, I'm going the wrong way. Let's see if I can get it to 21.5. Okay, so that should be really close to the angle. Now let's do this. let's flip the knife and just see what is the other side at, just for fun. I just want to see what that measured out at. Okay, we're within 1/4, so that's okay. So let's do this now. Now we're going to take the marker and we're going to see where does the marker, does this take off? We're going to see how close my goniometer, oops, my bad on that. We're going to see how close the goniometer got. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, it's like basically perfect. So that's good. Okay, so let's do this. Now we're gonna start, instead of the way these stones work, you see it's just a magnet right there. Just flips on, real easy. We're not gonna start with 800, we're gonna start with 320. That was just to, I didn't wanna rough it up doing the testing. So now we'll start with 320 and we'll just see, we'll see if, is that hitting? Doesn't hit the thumb stud, so we're good on the thumb stud. Yeah, that's perfect, you guys. That's really good. Double check. The tips are, you don't want to round the tip, so you got to be kind of careful on the tip. That side is fairly, I'm just gonna, oh, and then there's also this little piece that fits in here to balance this whole thing so it stays sturdy. That won't go down. But the problem is you got to lift it up a little bit just to twist it. So let's just do this side now a little bit. And since this knife was originally ground on a belt sander, you do sometimes have to take off more material than what you think you would have to take off. So just hang tight, hang with me. I know this is, you know, you can fast forward if you want, but I know this is a little boring. And for those that are new to sharpening, what we're doing here is we're trying to get a burr on one of the sides. We want to try to do it evenly, and we want to match the angle, and that's what this system allows you to do. It allows you to get the same angle on each side. So when I flip it, I'm at the exact same angle, you know, as before. But what I'm trying to do is I got to grind material off of each side, and then a burr will form on one of these sides. Once that burr forms on one of the sides, then we'll flip it and we'll do it a little bit more, and it'll flip the burr onto the other side, and then we can move to the next diamond grit. You guys know all of that already though, don't you? I don't know how well you can see that. You can't always get everything right by the choil because it's thicker there. So that's okay if you don't get everything 100% ground down. I'm gonna try to, but sometimes you may not be able to. That's okay. You can see there's a lot of diamond dust coming off of that thing. I do like to wipe it occasionally and feel. I can feel a burr most places, but not everywhere. I think we're getting close. I'm gonna just flip it over one more time here. And just feel, oh yeah, there's already a burr. Basically along the whole length of the knife. So now we'll just do this side one more time to kind of even it a little. And then we're done with 320. Now we're going to move to the next one, which is 400. And I'm going to just flip the knife to the other side, since we're going to that side now. And now I'm going to do that side. One of the biggest tips that I can give newer folks to this whole system is take your time on this stuff. You don't want to go faster than what you should be going, because if you move to the next grit up too quickly and you don't have the burr, you're not going to be able to get the knife as sharp as you would have been. So what you want to do is you want to try to take as much time as possible to make sure you do it perfectly. So that's why this video is not, super quick, because there's no really quick way to get a perfect, sharp knife that's sharper than a razor blade. You see some of these gimmicks online. What is that one? There's one where a guy takes something and he just rubs it through a few times. Yeah, you can hone a knife and you can kind of get it back a little bit to sharpness, but you're not going to be able to get it to what we're doing right here, by taking material off. So, I mean, no matter what anybody says, you're not going to be able to do that. This is the proper way to sharpen a knife. We're going to be done with that one. Now we're going to go to 600. I'm going to flip the whole deal here. I know it's hard to see a little bit. Sorry about that. There's not a lot you can do. I do like to wipe this with a clean rag, just because that's good to do. You don't want residue on there. So right now the knife is very sharp. It will easily cut anybody. But we're doing major refinement here. I'll do one more time on this side. And for those of you that have asked the question, do I think this is better than a Wicked Edge? The answer is, for the cost, it's a lot better. I mean, it's quite a bit better. You get a lot of stones. It's flexible. You can add these other things that I'm going to show you in a minute. And yeah, the answer is it's a little bit better system than the Wicked Edge for the cost. Okay, now we're on to 800. Hit that just a little bit there. Shouldn't matter, but didn't mean to do that. That's it with 800. Now we'll move to the ceramic, which, since I'm gonna use the lapping films, I don't really need the ceramic, but just for fun, I'll use it because I got it. So here we go. So guys, just for fun, I thought I'd do something here. Before we got to the lapping films, I thought, why don't I test the sharpness right now and see? Remember we were at, where were we at before? Like one, we were at like one, hang on here. I'm not gonna take the knife out of the whole thing. I'll just take it out of this thing. And then I'll put a new little thing in here. This won't take long. And we'll just see what we're at right now. That'll give us an idea for how much better the those other things are, the lapping films are, to see if this is something you would want to do. Yeah, this is really in the way. All right, let's just see. So we went through everything up to the ceramics. Let's see. Let's just see what this goes for. Ready? And I'll tear it out. We were at 170 before. $229. Okay. Well, like I said, I had to reprofile it, and we haven't hit the lapping films. So let's see how much lower we'll get now. So that's really not that much of a difference. People will be like, oh my gosh, you're dulling it. Well, I'm not really dulling it. I'm just reprofiling it. All right. Now the fun part begins. This here is 30 microns. I can get these things on. There. All right. And I'm going to get a little bit of water. I do like to put a little bit of water on here. And that's it with that one. It's really important to keep cleaning this off, that residue. Be careful so you don't cut yourself, because it's extremely sharp. Now we're going to go to this one. As you can see, it's 12 micron. And we will flip this a little. Put a little bit of water on. You know, another question that comes up a lot, people ask me this question. They say, well, why would you want to get it that sharp? You know, why would you want to get a knife, you know, to the point where it's a mere edge? And the answer to that question is, for just about every single thing that you would ever need to use a knife for, it's always better to have a sharper knife than a duller knife. And so think about it this way. Would you use a razor blade that was, if someone said, hey, you don't need that really sharp razor blade, just start with a little bit duller one. Or if you were cooking and someone said, hey, you're cutting tomatoes there, you don't really need a really sharp knife, just why don't you start with a little bit duller one? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So anybody that's got, a bit of common sense understands that having a sharper knife to begin with is always better, at least in about 95% of the things that you're going to use a knife for. Not everything. I get that there's probably some things that it won't matter a whole lot, but for most of the things we're all doing, you want a sharper knife to begin with. So that is why we go these extra steps, because we all know that having a sharper knife to begin with is much better. And when it's mirrored, I mean, this is just, well, you guys know that have been doing this. This is just, out of this world when we're done. We'll see. We'll see what the thing shows it's going to be at. Okay, I think we're done with this one. That was 12. Now we'll head to 9 micron, which is this one. And by the way, for those of you that are wondering, if you're still watching this, what I think WorkSharp is going to do, and this is a great idea, they're going to sell these ceramic plates, and what you'll be able to do is buy these additionally from WorkSharp and put your lapping films on these. So you'll just need about, depending on how many lapping films you want to use, you'll just need extra ceramic pieces like this. Or if you're a machinist, you can make your own like I did, just buying the stock material and then drilling the holes and so forth. It's really not that hard, but I think it would be easier if you just, bought the ones from WorkSharp. But you can do whatever you want. And I do sell these lapping films, so if anybody is interested, just shoot me an email, sweetknives2020@gmail.com. I custom cut these to fit perfectly, and what I do is I overlap just a hair on each side, because it makes it easier to, it doesn't hurt anything, and it makes it easier to put the films on. So they are a hair bigger than what you need, but they work perfectly. And I've actually, you're going to see in a second, I made a couple advancements in these lapping films recently that I'm going to show you. You got to be careful if you're going up and down like this. You're not supposed to do this. I just do this, but you're really not supposed to go up and down. If you go up and down like that, you risk cutting the film. So just, be really careful if you do that. Okay, we're done with 9. Set that aside. And now, what was I going to do? Now I'm on to the new advancement stuff. So this here is 6 micron in diamonds. And like I said, if you guys want to buy this stuff, just shoot me an email. I will have those for sale. man, look at that. Really taking off stuff there. This is going to be quite a bit sharper than the 170, guys. In case you're wondering. And these lapping films can be reused. You just use a little bit of alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and that'll clean them right up. You can use them, at least 5 times, or probably even more than that. So we're done with that one. And I am gonna wipe the knife with a clean cloth. And I'm gonna flip it. Okay, and now I got 3 micron, and this is also diamonds. And let's just keep going, huh? Let's see how sharp we can get these. Man, it really does. It may turn out to be one of the sharpest knives I've ever done, because I'm kind of taking my time a little bit. Holy crap. I mean, it just is amazingly sharp already. I don't know if you guys how well you can see that glare in there. Yeah, this is working really good. And I still got 2 more left. Holy moly. Yeah, guys. Okay, I think I'm done with that one. You guys could all spend a little bit longer time on every one of these steps if you wanted. There's nothing wrong with spending more time on these steps. I just for the sake of the video, I'm not going too slow. All right, here is 1 micron. Diamonds. And that is just unbelievable. It really is an incredible feeling how that feels. All right, let's do the other side now. Done with that one. And now we'll do the finale. 0.5 micron. And in case you guys are wondering what that equates to in grits, somewhere in between 40,000 grit and like 60,000. All right, I do believe that is the finale. Let's take it out of here. I'm gonna lift this up, pull this piece out, pull this out, and I'm gonna just try to show you up close. Let's see what this puppy registers on the deal. All right, guys, here it is. Let's see how sharp it is. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. 43. That's pretty incredible. You know, every time I do a knife like this, I think, well, I did a pretty good job, but I probably could have done even better than that. But this one is very sharp after all that work. I mean, it'll easily shave hair. Easily shave hair. So yeah, this is the one I'm giving away, guys. You saw me sharpen it. I used all these lapping films. I used the new Work Sharp. I mean, it is just, I mean, it's very sharp. So this one's going out, guys. I'm gonna ship it on Wednesday, but all you gotta do if you want this knife, leave a comment in the description. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then on Tuesday, I will do the drying at nighttime, and I'll post the winner. And all you got to do is email me after that. And if you're picked, and it's as simple as that. And you just got to be over 18 as well. I can't be shipping this out to people that are younger. So if you are younger, just make sure you have someone else that is older that can get this for you guys. So that's it. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. Thanks for watching the lapping film stuff. Thanks for tuning in. I know this was long, but as you can see, the results are extremely impressive. So taking a knife from completely dull, and in this case it was newer but had to be reprofiled, you can get it very sharp, hair popping sharp. This is truly the ultra next level stuff with the lapping films. So thanks guys for watching. Have a great day, and until next time, see you later.